What is up, YouTube? I'm Laura, and you're watching Atomic News. And, okay, why are people texting me already? Hold on. Okay, my kid is going to have to wait. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome to everybody who is brand new to my channel. So I should say, what's up, YouTube, and what's up, TikTok? Because my TikTok kind of exploded when I decided to take it political, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'm on TikTok now under Atomic News. I am trying to give a news update as often as possible every day if I can, in 60 seconds or less. So if you want like a few topics, a few tidbits, just kind of get you going through the day, I will be doing that. That's going to be my new thing on TikTok. I've already had 2 videos removed for community violations. They didn't like my video about how 2 days ago, if you searched on Google Taliban leaders, I kid you not, guess who popped up? Obama. His picture was the first one listed as Taliban leaders. Yes, that video I made on TikTok, and they took that down for community violations. Okay. And then I think it must have become a really big thing because the next day, which was yesterday, when you search it, the same exact thing on Google, it no longer comes up. So I wonder how much money that cost or how many phone calls that took to have that changed, because that was true and legit on Google search. Yes, it was a real thing. I checked it myself before I put it up on TikTok to make sure it was legit. The other one that they took down for community standards was the one, it really was just pictures of the dogs left behind in Afghanistan. There's nothing wrong with, in fact, there weren't any pictures or any dogs in the kennels that were in that picture. There was a picture of one German Shepherd. It said, "Hey, my name is Betty," or something like that. And there was nothing negative. It just said, "Hey, guess who else was left behind?" And then I said 50 plus service dogs. So how that breaks community standards, I don't know. Other than the fact that I was telling the truth and TikTok didn't like that. Because you know what happened? Okay, so once you hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can then go live. And I verified once I hit that mark, which I'm way beyond now, that my live button appeared. Funny, the next day when I went to go do a live, hold on, I'm getting some sort of notification here. When I went to go do a live, my live button disappeared. Oh, yes. So I asked TikTok, I said, "Hey, where'd that go?" And they said, "Well, we look forward to adding that to more creators' options that are providing quality information or quality content." So I'm like, so are you indirectly saying that I'm not providing quality content on TikTok? I don't know. That's funny because I'm giving the news. I mean, legit news, okay? It's not even conspiracy theory. It's none of that. So that's interesting. And then as I'm flipping through TikTok, I get all these people that are doing lives that they just sit there and they're just reading comments. Or they're saying, "I'm going to stay on this live until somebody makes me laugh or smile." And so my question is, how is that quality content? But the news is not. Interesting, huh? So enough about that. Welcome all the TikTokers that I know have jumped from TikTok to YouTube to come follow me. Thank you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Laura. This is Atomic News. I cover conservative news. If you're new here and you have not subscribed, this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, okay? Because this girl is a demonetized channel because, well, you know, conservative news, they like to do that to us. So if you want to make a donation to my channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. You do not have to make a donation. If you want to, that's great. That helps out the channel. It helps me, do everything for you guys. But as always, you are welcome here regardless. Enough about TikTok. Let's talk about the wall, because I know that's why you guys are here, right? Let me flip over. It's been a little while since I gave you guys a border update, and I know that I promised you one in the next few days, so here we are. So there was a private piece of wall that was built a while back in New Mexico. Okay, that's been known for a long time. That was organized by We Build the Wall, and it was gifted basically to Border Patrol. I think maybe they transferred ownership of it for like $1 or something like that. It's been a while, so I can't remember all the exact details. But they built this big, beautiful section of wall in a very open area in I believe it's Sunland Park. And I mean, state of the art, motion sensors deep into the ground, lights everywhere. I mean, nice, beautiful cemented road for the Border Patrol to haul ass up the road if they needed to. It was just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I covered that a long time ago, back when it was being built. And I was working with Jim Benvey and Guardian Patriots and all of those people to get the news out about what was going on down there. Well, that is still continuing. In fact, Texas is having a huge problem with migrants still coming over the border illegally. Okay. If you didn't see my last border update, they are being released into the population, our population, positive for the virus. That's right. That's right. They're not having them quarantine. Oh, no. No, 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 no. They're being released into our population. Okay. When we have, this dangerous Delta variant right now, which is a load of crap. I mean, I'm sure it exists, but how do they know if there's no test for it? I had somebody on my Facebook that said, I'm positive for the Delta variant. I'm like, how did you know that? How do you know that? And she's like, I don't know. I didn't ask. I'm just worried. I don't care. I just wanted to get better. Okay. Well, why wouldn't you ask these questions? If there's no test, how do they know that you have the Delta variant? Like, if I was the patient, that would be the first question out of my mouth. So how do you know? How did you determine that? I'd like to know. Wouldn't you? Or am I crazy for thinking that? I'm not a sheep. I want to know the details. Give me the info. Okay? So if somebody tells you you're positive for the Delta variant, I highly recommend that you ask them, how do you know? Please give me the details. I would like to know. My email address is below in the description box. If anybody is positive for the Delta virus and you have a response from your medical providers on how they know this, I would love it if you would take the time to share that with me. Because I find it very ironic that if there's no test, how do they know? It's like, yeah, that's the Delta variant. That's how they figured this out. So anyway, back to the border wall. So they're coming over in Texas, crazy amounts of people into Texas because Texas is not secure. There are still very open areas of the border down there. Arizona is fairly secure now, so we have less of a problem than we used to, but Texas is still getting hammered. These people have to travel much farther to come up through Texas than they did if they came up through Arizona or California. And not only are they releasing them into the population positive for the coronavirus, but they're also releasing them into the population with no court date. Yeah, don't you love that? How does that make you feel, America? All right, yeah. No court date. That means you're never going to see them again. You will never see these people again. They tell them, okay, you have 70 days to report to an office. Here's a list of offices. Just show up. Do you really? I mean, good faith. We're gonna, in good faith, we're just gonna release you knowing that you're gonna show up. Sure, dude. Sure. So anyway, it looks like there's been a surge of donations for building a private wall in Texas. Okay, so I'm going to read you this article. This is from Breaking News Alerts. This came through, I think, yesterday, and I was like, ooh, ding, 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 live stream. The Texas Tribune reported the surge in donations for the Texas border wall from its $1 million initial balance. Funds rose to $19 million by the middle of the month. By August 31st, total donations broke $54 million. It remains unclear what caused the sudden surge in donations. How about that Texas is fed up and Americans are are rallying together, and they're coming together to say this is bullshit. This administration is bullshit. Okay, shit show Joe. That's my new term for him. Shit show Joe. Okay, so anytime you share anything, whether it be on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anything, hashtag shit show Joe. Okay, I coined that term. I'm gonna make that a thing. We're gonna make that a thing. Okay, so help a girl out. We're gonna make that a thing. Shit show Joe. Okay, so everybody in this country knows shit show Joe can't even wipe his own butt practically, okay, without help. I mean, I don't even know how the man functions. I really don't. It's scary and it's sad and it's elder abuse. It really is. It's elder abuse because clearly he's not okay up there. And we're using this man, making him look like a fool. And when I say we, I'm just using it as an envelope term, basically the whole country, okay? And we're allowing it. How are we as a country allowing this elder abuse? I don't know. But the funding of private donors started in June when Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott announced his plan to revive the border wall. Previously, President Joe Biden issued an executive, I think that they meant to say executive order, but it's not there, an executive order that paused all construction and funding for the border wall, even though it was already paid for. Like, they already had the money. The contracts were there. They've already been paid. But he stopped and said, I don't care if we paid you or not. Just, we're not building this wall. Okay? Just so you know how that went down. Okay? An executive order paused all construction and funding for the border wall. Abbott then later said he will solicit private donations to continue building the Texas border wall, and the state would put down a $250 million initial funding deposit, basically. $250 million. Texas doesn't mess around. Okay? You don't mess with Texas. You just don't. Okay? They don't put up with shit. All right? They know that border wall is not secure. They're tired of being taken advantage of. They're tired of their resources being taken. They're tired of having their population endangered because they're being released sick. We knew this already. They were way back under Trump when the whole surge started and we started having all these migrant caravans. They were all crossing the border sick. And I have proof of that on my channel. If you go back far enough, you're going to find hundreds of videos of all these migrants coming across the border sick. All you hear is coughing, coughing, coughing. Okay, they are all sick. And now you compound it by adding corona. Yeah. And then you make it even worse by releasing them into the population. But they care about us, right? The left, they just care about us. So, Renee, last name is Eze. I don't know how you pronounce that, Easy. We're just going to call her Easy. I don't know. Press secretary for Abbott. Sorry, she's probably not easy, but issued a statement. We are grateful for the outpouring of support from across our state and the entire country as Texas fills the gap created by President Biden and steps up to secure our southern border. Okay, leave it to a red state to take care of shit, right? Okay, because the blue states, they just let it run. They just let it run. Yeah, run the whole state into the ground. Texas says, we're tired of this bullshit. That's basically what they just said. Cartels and smugglers are profiting off the chaos as they overwhelm and divert our nation's resources so they can smuggle drugs, weapons, criminals, and other contraband across our border. While the Biden administration may not prioritize the sovereignty of our nation or the safety of our people, Americans clearly do. Damn! Burn, baby! Burn! Democrats oppose the wall, it says. No shit, Sherlock. Republicans emphasize the importance of the Texas border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. They insist that the wall can deter migrants from crossing illegally into the United States. This is a proven fact. Proven fact. So all you leftists that like to troll my live streams and whatever, it's a proven fact. Okay? You can think all you want that walls are immoral and walls are wrong, but it's a proven fact that it deters migrants from crossing the border, okay? It's not to say that they still aren't going to find a way to get over it, but less people will go over a wall. It's a thing. It is a thing. So, meanwhile, Democrats and migrant rights advocates think otherwise. They see the building of a wall as an inefficient waste of resources. Okay, so an inefficient waste of resources. So let me ask you, all the resources that we're wasting on these people that shouldn't be here, what about those resources? Huh? Where is AOC and in her little white outfit about the kids in cages? You guys remember that photo? Where's AOC and the outrage about kids in cages? Because let me just tell you, they're all packed in like sardines right now. You know that, right? Okay. They had it good under Trump. At least they had some space. Okay, we're talking sardines right now. Sardines. They are at max capacity, over capacity, double capacity in some cases, triple capacity in some cases. It's ridiculous. And yes, thank you, Just Wade. Double standards. My whole entire life, double standards, okay? Like, I'm always held to different standards than everybody else because, let's just say at work, I'm always held to different standards than the rest of the world. And that's frustrating. Like, I realize that I work at a certain level and some people maybe aren't at that same level, but the same rules should apply to me that apply to everybody else. We don't make special rules just for Laura because she's up here. Okay, so double standards piss me off. Yes, it's very frustrating. So going back to this, la, la, la. But I think it's funny that the squad is not a peep out of them about kids in cages. Nobody cares about the kids being trafficked over the border, which is still happening. Just so you know, if you have a kid, the situation's still the same. If you have a kid, you have a better chance of staying over here. You have at least a better chance, okay? So they're still trafficking kids over the border, and I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it like a dozen times. There's going to be an entire generation of children that are going to be pissed off at the United States because we did not do enough to stop the trafficking of children across that border. It is within our power to stop that, yet we choose not to because it's not convenient for us right now. So when those kids grow up and they fight back, will it be convenient then? It's disgusting. It really is. The border wall has done nothing but militarize border communities, it says, destroy precious environmental habitats, and desecrate Native American sacred sites. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Okay. I believe there was a butterfly habitat area. I'm pretty sure butterflies can fly over and through that wall. Pretty sure they're just fine. So now the Native American sacred sites, okay, that's possible. But at what point does ground become not sacred anymore? Okay, because 10,000 years from now, nobody's going to care about that sacred site, and that's sad. But there's so many people. This world is so overpopulated, and there's not enough land that eventually it's all going to get built over. It will. It will. It's just an inevitable fact. We consume. People consume, and that's what we're doing to our earth. So, at what point do we say, okay, let's do something about this, right? Let's protect our people. So, the border wall has done nothing but militarize the border communities, destroy previous environmental habitats, blah, 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 blah. Canceling the, after such abuses of power, canceling the contracts and repairing the environmental damages at least is the least we can do, said Representative Raul I don't even know how to pronounce this, but he's an Arizona representative, I guess, in April. I don't know how to say his last name. It starts with a G. Grijalva. Like, that's a hard one, okay? You guys know I suck at pronouncing names. Last June, Representative Philman, is it Vea or Vela, a Democrat in Texas, criticized Abbott and former President Donald Trump for plans to revive the Texas border wall. He also called the two out for visiting the border and highlighting illegal immigration. So what did you want to do? Sweep it under the rug and keep it a secret? No. No. Let's make one thing clear. The narrative of a violent and insecure border region is blatantly false. The border is not a war zone. Really? Really? That's so funny. Has that person been down there? I doubt it, because it took how long for Kamala Harris to go to the border? Has she even been to the border? Did she even go? Or did she go over to, like, one of the countries, like Japan or something, or, or China? I don't know where she is. She's somewhere over there. Singapore? I don't know. Did she ever end up going to the border? I don't even know, because nobody even really talked about it. If she did, it was very uneventful and very unsuccessful, I can tell you that, because nothing came out of it. Nothing. So, it is a war zone. The cartel are continuously bringing drugs over the border. They're continuously violent. They can continuously have gun shootouts. Okay, they have like rocket launchers and stuff. I'm not even joking. They have military equipment. Okay, people are murdered along the border all the time. So, what is your definition of what a war zone is, or something like? What's your definition? Because clearly it doesn't match the rest of the world. So whoever this person is clearly not been down there to see it firsthand. Clearly, because I've been down there firsthand, and I can see enough that I can tell that, yes, it is dangerous. Okay? I've been down there and videoed for you guys people coming over the border. They just no problem. Just walk right over. Just walk right over like it's nothing. Hop into Border Patrol truck like it's nothing. They're working us. They're taking it from us, and we're just giving it. So, it's saying the border is not a war zone, and the wall Abbott and Trump are trying to get Texans to pay for is not only a waste of their hard-earned money, but also an un-American symbol of hatred that separates and intimidates our communities, harms our wildlife, and encroaches on landowner rights. Okay, well, first of all, the landowners don't work every single inch of their land. Like, they don't, okay? So putting a wall through there, most of the ranchers are most of them, okay, are pro-wall. So now that argument doesn't work, okay? Because those ranchers, they're sick of people being on their land. They're sick of it. And they're afraid to even leave their house or go on vacation because people will take their property over, steal their stuff. If it's not bolted down, people will steal it. Even if it is bolted down, people still will try to steal it, okay? That's the way it works on the border. So, this person who thinks this is delusional. They clearly have not been to the border. They clearly do not know anything about the border. 0. That person gets a 0 and has 0 credibility. Next. 20-year high in attempted crossings in 2021. However, attempts to cross the border remain unabated since Biden took over as president. In fact, attempts to cross the U.S.-Mexico border hit a 20-year high in July. Around 212,000 migrants tried to cross the U.S. border illegally. The numbers are 13% higher than the recorded attempts during the previous month. So, up above, though, he said the Texans, they're trying to get Texans to pay for the wall, and that it's a waste of hard-earned money. Well, guess what? Clearly, the Texans and people in America feel that their money is well spent. And it's not up for that person or any other politician to determine what is well spent and what isn't. If it's what the people want and they're willing to pay for it, we're going to get it one way or another. Okay? So don't make your envelope conclusion of how we feel. We'll tell you how we feel, and we'll take care of it, because clearly they won't. So that is your border update. Okay? So Texans are pissed. Okay? America is pissed. Sorry, I'm adjusting my camera. And we're footing the bill to fix it because the current administration is too incompetent to do it. So, what are you guys talking about in there? What got shut down and is now a court case? Black Bart, my moderator. That's Mr. Atomic for those of you that are new to the channel. Black Bart is Mr. Atomic. He's my moderator. I'm not sure what he's talking about right now because I've just been pissing and moaning right now about the wall. So, one of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about is the left turning on Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I know that's in the title of this live stream, and so I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of this. Because Texas is the topic right now, okay? Texas is a hot zone for things going on, especially with what they just voted in, okay? People are pissed. Well, clearly there are a lot of people in Texas that are pro that decision. And if that's what the people choose, or they have selected representatives that follow or are in line with their values and beliefs, clearly that is what those people want. And if that is what the majority wants, that's what they're going to get. That's how it works. So the heartbeat bill, basically, all right? At what point, here's my question for you. At what point do we hold people responsible for their actions? Okay, and I'm not talking about rape, incest, or those that, or when somebody's medical health is in danger. Okay, those are excluded. Those should always be included. And if that's not included into this, it should be. Okay, but excluding those three things, at what point do we hold people responsible for their actions? Because if you go out and you're bar hopping and you get drunk and you meet this guy and he's oh so cute, and then oops, you land in bed with him and oh, there's no condom. What? Like, that's your fault. That's your fault, and 100% your responsibility. If you're an adult and you let that happen, and like I said, this is excluding rape, incest, and medical emergencies, okay? You're responsible. That's your fault. That's on you. And if you don't like hearing that from me, I'm not the problem. You're the problem. You can't swallow that pill. That's your problem. Okay. So there are some things that need to be fixed about this. Okay. I don't 100% agree with how that went down, but I do agree there should be something. Okay. People should be held accountable. Abortion is not birth control. And I'm going to tell you firsthand, I used to be a claims processor for a Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. Okay, and this is not violating HIPAA because I'm not telling you who it was. I'm giving no information that will tell you who this person was. I don't even know who it was. Can't remember. It was years ago. But I can remember the situation and I can legally tell you this situation. All right. I had somebody call in and say, yes, I'd like to get verified benefits for my patient for elective abortion. Okay, great. So I give her the benefit and she goes, is there a calendar year max for that? I said, a calendar year max? I've never had that question for that benefit. What do you mean? Well, this is this person's 5th abortion this year. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, so is there a maximum to that benefit? Because this is her 5th one. I'm sorry, what? How is that a thing? Those are the people that need to be held responsible. Okay, those are the instances where, unless somebody's continuously raping that girl or something of that nature, that needs to stop. Like, it's okay for somebody to bring 5 babies into the world addicted to drugs, okay? Somebody who's on the streets and continuously popping out babies that are addicted to heroin or cocaine or whatever it may be when they're born. Why are we not holding that woman responsible? There should be some repercussion to that. Things like that should not be allowed. Okay? Anyway, so this is in line. So liberals are turning on Ruth Bader Ginsburg right now. And this woman is not even alive. This was their golden shining hero for the longest time because of Roe versus Wade, right? Right? This is their golden girl. Like, hail this woman. They were ready to build statues and oh my God, when she died, okay? Right? Well, they're turning now, and they basically are calling her an old, dead, white B. Okay? B word. Liberals attack late Justice Ginsburg after Texas abortion decision by SCOTUS. They're now saying that their golden hero should have retired when she should have retired under Obama. She was so old, she should have just retired, and then Obama could have replaced her instead of Donald Trump. She was trying to stay alive as long as she could. Woman had cancer like multiple times. That lady was barely alive. And she was trying her hardest to hang on to fight for the leftists, right? And now they're gonna bitch? Like, that just shows the whacked out mentality of the left. That wasn't good enough. Her fighting all those decades for women's rights, that's not good enough because she didn't retire when they felt that she should have retired. Because Obama wouldn't have picked a conservative SCOTUS replacement. Well, hell's bells, sweetheart. You're shit out of luck. All right? Do you think that Trump supporters would turn on Trump just because they didn't like who he picked for Supreme Court justice? No. That just shows the whacked out mentality of the left. So let's just read a little bit of this article here. During her tenure on the Supreme Court, the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg did everything she could to protect abortion rights in the United States, but that was not enough for some. After the Supreme Court declined to step in and block the Texas heartbeat law, which effectively bans abortions after a baby's heartbeat can be detected in the womb, some on Twitter took to blaming the late justice for not retiring when she could have been replaced by former President Obama. It is important to note that the court did not decide on the constitutionality of the law, which contains a provision that allows private citizens to sue anyone involved in an abortion, even if they have no connection to the parties. Okay, I'm sure that that's going to eventually be changed. But in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, everybody's entitled to their opinion, okay? Men do have a right in some cases, okay? And obviously not in the case of rape or incest, okay? Or a medical emergency to the mother. You know, at that point, no. Okay, but if you two willing people come together after they go bar hopping and then, oops, didn't use a condom, 2 people made that baby. 2 people need to make that decision. Okay? Because that's how it works. It's genetics. You can't create that baby without a man, okay? Or sperm, which came from a man. That's how it's the science, okay? That's how science works. That's how it works, right? Trust the science, right? Leftist, that's your thing, right? Okay? So if it takes 2 to tango and takes 2 to make that baby, then guess what? It takes 2 to make that decision. And I realize that woman may be stuck for 9 months carrying that baby, but then that's when you roll in like the badass woman you are, and you say, all right, I don't want this baby, okay? If you want this baby, that's great. They need to become 100% financially responsible from that moment on through the entire pregnancy and going forward. And when that baby's born, boom, you have to be willing to take that child and be responsible for that child as a man. Okay? Because one or the other doesn't get to get out of it scot-free. That's not how it works. This is called being an adult. This is life. This is science. This is how it works. All right? So, as a woman, be responsible. As a man, be responsible. Actions have consequences. You're grown, right? You're 18 or older. You're an adult. You're grown, right? Well, you own that grown-ass decision. You have a problem with it? Do you have a problem with that? Then you must be a leftist. That's whacked. Because that is fact. That is fact. Takes two to tango. Takes two to make that baby. Guess what? It takes two to make that decision. Those men have a right too. And if they want that baby and they're willing to take care of that baby and 100% pay for it, you don't want it, turn it over. Turn it over and let them be responsible. Then you're still off scot-free. That's just my 2 cents. Y'all may hate me for that. That's fine. I don't care. I'm entitled to my opinion. Okay? We're a conservative channel, and I'll be honest with you guys because I don't bullshit. Okay? I say it the way it is. I don't sugarcoat things. I should have another child, and I don't. And let me just tell you, that was the worst decision of my life. And I regret it every single day. All right? I regret it every single day. But I am a big girl. I am grown-ass woman. I'm a grown-ass woman. I put my big girl panties on this morning, and I made that decision, and it was wrong. And it's not to say that someone else's decision may not be, maybe the right or the wrong decision. I don't know. That's for them to decide. But it was very, very selfish. It was. I can think back and say it was very selfish because I didn't even give that other person a chance. I didn't even tell that asshole. Okay? I didn't even tell him. And now I think back and I said, you know what? You were an entitled little shit. I was. I was an entitled little shit. And that's what it's about. Entitlement. That's absolutely what it's about. Now, again, for the millionth time, if it's rape, incest, blah, 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 that's different. Okay? I made a grown-ass decision. Yep. And that was the result. And you know what? I'm a shittier person today for that. I can own it. I can say that I was a shitty person for doing that. But those other people can't because they're entitled and they're selfish. That's the truth. That's really what it is. People don't want to look at themselves in the mirror. Well, guess what? Go look in that mirror. And you're going to see something that's not really good. Just my 2 cents. So, what's going on here? Melinda, how's it going? You're still hanging out with us, Just Sway. Thank you for being here. Preach it, sister. We all make mistakes, but we learn from them. That's right. That's right. And there isn't a day that goes by that I don't wish for that baby back. Not a day. So, let's see. Ginsburg was pedo happy, yeah, and was offered, yeah, well, yeah. There's all those, conspiracy theories, right? Hold on. Someone said something here above. So Linda says, why is it so hard to get a man to marry a woman that they pleaded and begged and said they love you? Because men are stupid, but so are women. We're just stupid. As a species on this planet, we're just as stupid as we are smart. If that makes sense to you. We're very intelligent beings. We really are, but we are very stupid as well. And that's just, that is. We are very smart. We are very stupid. And the stupidity usually comes from selfishness and self-entitlement. Yeah, that's usually where it comes from. I mean, it definitely comes from other areas too, but um, for the most part, like I'm so done with entitled people. Like I have, I have, I have this much patience for entitled people these days. And when I catch myself being one of those people, I'm like, oh, Laura, stop it. You know. So so those of you that are here on new here from TikTok, all right, is anybody here in the chat room right now from TikTok? Did you find me on TikTok? If you are, say hi. I want to see who you are because you guys make sure you go find me on TikTok tonight. So I'm gonna pull up my TikTok here and show you guys. La, la, la. I went from like 4 followers to like 4,000 followers overnight for this video here, and I'll show it to you. It has 82,000 views. It happened overnight. And I wasn't going to take my TikTok political, but I got really pissed off about Afghanistan. And so I changed that. I don't know how long that I'll last on TikTok because I already had 2 community violations, but here we go. Here's that video in case you haven't seen it. What's up, TikTok? I'm Laura, and you're watching Atomic News, and I'm going to give you the news in 60 seconds or less. What's going on right now in Afghanistan? The U.S. State Department, they tried charging everybody $2,000 or more in order to fly out of Kabul Airport. Oh, yes, that's right. We created that shit show over there, and then we had the nerve to say, hey, we'll get you out of here, but you're going to have to pay us back $2,000 or more for the flight. Yeah, that's a real thing. They only backtracked when they got heat for it. Then the Pineapple Express happened. If you don't know what the Pineapple Express is, you better hop over to my YouTube channel, Atomic News, and find out what happened. I'll give you the tidbits right now. Pineapple Express are veterans, okay? Veterans, not active duty, but veterans who kind of teamed up with the military and went in under cover of darkness and saved hundreds of lives and got them into the airport to escape. Can you believe that? Our veterans did that. That's right. Okay. Go over to my channel and watch for more. So that was the video that took off on TikTok where everybody found me. So I have to be super, super careful because sometimes I do my TikToks in my work clothes, so I have to angle the camera like up so people can't see the logo and my name tag and all that. Because a lot of times I do it from my car before I go into work. So I will try and do those really short videos for you as much as possible. So at least I'll give you the topics that or tidbits of what's going on. And that way you can kind of do your own research and get out there. Because I can't always get onto a live stream. I can maybe get on once or twice a week. And, you know, information builds up, like, especially with Afghanistan. And unless we want like a 5-hour live stream. So I will be dropping you guys breadcrumbs, tidbits on what's going on, and then let you do the research from there. So hopefully you guys like that, because that's easier for me to do than jump on a live stream. So I have quite a few videos here. So definitely check out Atomic News on TikTok. Make sure you follow me. And it's still going to remain conservative news. Like last night's topic was on Candace Owens and how she got denied service when she tried to have a COVID test. So that's juicy. That's really juicy. In fact, she has a video out there. You can probably find it pretty easy where she elaborates on the whole story and gives you more information. But yeah. So, what do you guys think about the left turning on their golden girl? That's how they are. I'm still hearing things about Donald Trump's coming back, and I keep hearing all these dates, you know, and the date keeps getting moved to another date. Okay, watch out for August 18th, or watch out for September 1st, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you guys, please do not feed into that. I know that it's exciting when you see that and your heart gets so excited and you're like, God, I hope so, right? We all think that, but it's always fake news, unfortunately. Okay, so please do not buy into that. They're just going to string you along date after date after date, get your hopes up, and it's not going to happen unless our veterans help us out. And let me just tell you, there are plenty of veterans out there right now that are locked and loaded and ready to go. That's right. They are. They're just waiting for the signal. They're waiting for the moment. And I would like to know what that signal is and when it's starting. What is the signal? And when does it begin? Okay. So all of you that are new here, take this information and blow up the internet, okay? Blow up the internet. I mean, not literally, like, don't do anything illegal, but blow up the internet with information, all right? Share this video, share my TikToks, get that information out there. Pyro Halo? Wait, who is that? Who's Pyro Halo? You changed your name because I don't have a Pyro Halo as my moderator. And then you are listed as a moderator. So who were you before? Who's Pyro? Who changed their name and is my moderator? You're making me nervous. Oh, it's Lainey. Oh, okay. See, that was not her regular original YouTube name. So that's Atomic Junior, okay? So she's moderating right now. I love her. What a cutie pie. What a sweet kid. Love you, sweetie. That's all I have for you guys tonight. I will try and do another live stream midweek, probably Wednesday. I'm off. And I'm going to be making more adventure videos for Atomic Adventures and Reviews. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you hop over to that channel. If you like prepping channels, hop over to Atomic Preppers. It's a little bit slower of a channel, but we're going to start, now that we're going into the cooler months in Arizona, we are going to start making more videos for that channel. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel, hit the like button, share Atomic News on TikTok. Make sure you follow, all right? Follow Atomic Adventures and Reviews on YouTube, Atomic Preppers on YouTube, and I do have the backup channel still, you guys, if you really, really want to really just subscribe to everything, Atomic News TV. That's my backup secret channel here on YouTube. So should this channel ever be shut down again, and I say again because they've tried, you at least know where to go to get direction on where I am and what I'm doing. All right. So thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and not laboring. Tomorrow I am not laboring on Labor Day. I'm actually going to be in the pool. So I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Be safe out there. If you guys have any information about Delta variant testing or how you found out you had the Delta variant, what did they tell you? Make sure you email me at sharpiemarker_1975 at yahoo.com. It's down below. And until next time, peace out.